Hi guys, Dr. Shara here. Welcome to the training room. This week we're talking joint ventures. All right, so there's all kinds of joint ventures. There's many ways to have them and set them up. But really what I want to talk about today are the 3 simple tips that you can do to set up a joint venture or even see if you want to work with people before you ever get locked into anything. So I know as practitioners, we're probably approached often, whether via email or people walking into the office trying to sell us this, that, or the other thing. And it's very easy to say no. But I want you to take a step back the next time someone walks into your practice and they don't get past your guard, which is really your front desk girl. I want you to just take a moment to actually talk to them and find out what they offer. So it might be a vitamin salesman, might be some sort of supplement or weight loss or something else that they think would go well with your practice. But don't worry about what they're actually selling, but see who they are as a person. Interview them in a way. Because don't forget, as much as they're approaching you for the ability to work with your clients and your practice members, they have a patient or client base themselves. And so the fact that you're a practitioner and a professional carries a lot of weight. And so when you actually are able to talk with them and talk to their client base, you actually have the ability to convert very easily. So that's number 1. That's an easy one. If people are calling you or walking in the door, don't necessarily dismiss straight away, but really take a moment to interview them and find out what they're all about first. And you don't necessarily have to carry their things in your office or your practice. Maybe it's just a one-time mailer that they get to send out to your practice members, but figure out those joint venture terms with them. But they also have clients that they can have you have access to as well. That's number 1. Number 2. So of course, as individuals, we all have our own, let's say, unique things that we like to do and places we like to be and places we like to go. So when you're in your normal habitat, you're shopping, you're at the gym, you're walking around the neighborhood, you're at your little league practice with your kids, just be aware of the things that you're passing, like stores, other professionals, other services, things that come interaction into your space. Because a lot of times there'll be a joint venture partner there you have no idea about because you may be very fixed on what kind of joint venture partner you should have. Our partners don't all have to be in health and wellness. There are other elements. Let me rephrase. Health and wellness, yes, but not in products per se. There are other services and other things that can actually complement us as wellness practitioners that we may not have on the forefront of our mind. So I want you to take the next 3 or 4 days, be open. Kind of like an adventure. When you take your kids to school, when you get into the office, on your way into the office, buying your coffee, getting your bagel, just take a look around, see your surroundings, see who you're hanging out with, see who's on that baseball team that you play on, and see if there's any partner there that you might be able to connect with. And lastly, I love this one. It came to me by from a practitioner in April, and I think it's such a great idea. I have to say, it wasn't my idea. Someone gave it to me. She let me use it. So again, as a health practitioner and in the wellness industry, we often find ourselves at health fairs or maybe at a corporate talk or somehow out in the community doing a community outreach. And what are we so excited about with those things? We get to contribute to the goodie bag, right? How many times have you done a voucher or you've done some sort of corporate rate for some sort of event that's allowed to go into the goodie bag? Now, take it one step further. If you've done this, there may be other people who've done it as well. So I challenge you, go collect that goodie bag or just go to health and wellness events and fairs and collect the goodie bag. You don't even need to necessarily walk around. You can if you want to, but collect the goodie bag because the people that are in that goodie bag might be perfect joint venture partners for you, as well as it might be a value add for your practice members. So they've already included some sort of corporate voucher or some sort of discount in that goodie bag. Call them up, have a coffee, see if it's a person that you're in alignment with, and then say, hey, I noticed you did this corporate voucher for this event. Can I extend that to my practice members? They're not going to say no. They will love it because, of course, you're advertising for them. Number 2, it's a value add to your practice members from you. So you're doing something unique for your practice members. Number 3, you ask them for the same in return. So make sure that you're interviewing, having that coffee chat, because you want to make sure that these are people that you want to work with long term. The values they have are in alignment with yours, and of course that when your practice members have their service, they're going to be treated like gold. So I always preface that with have a coffee chat. So if that coffee chat's successful, then start to have a dialogue about how you guys can co-work. I really love that idea because it's something I never thought of. And again, I want to thank that practitioner because she was so excited about the idea as well. She got it from somebody else. So we're passing on the love. So I want you to to recap, I want you to think about these ways of getting a joint venture partner. Number one is, of course, if they walk straight into your door, because that's the easiest way. And you're in person, you're right there, you can talk to them. Number two is if in your everyday space, in places you don't even think of, there are ways that you're finding other services or products or companies that may complement you and your practice members as a value add. And number three, of course, is at other health and wellness shows or fairs or events that either you're participating in or just start to attend, and look at who's in the goodie bag. Because these people are obviously offering some sort of a value to the participants, but they're probably willing to do that for your practice members as well. And of course, if after the coffee chat they pass your bar, then you can offer them your services and something for their list as well. So I hope this has been helpful. I want you guys really to take note of this one because it's such an easy thing to do, no time or energy on your part, and it can totally boost your revenue quite quickly. If you have any questions, let's have a coffee chat. Take a look below at the link bit.ly/call Dr. Shara, and I would love to have a coffee chat with you and see how we can increase strategies in your practice to boost for you. Take care. Speak soon. Bye-bye.